Game number 1, first match of top 8. The Young brothers are facing off. We've got Yungmonster and Revetleafing. I did not get a chance to look up and see which variation Yungmonster picked, but Revetleafing going Dragon Naginata, but high-tech Jackie coming from Yungmonster.
You know, he did say, after all that controversy, he would pick high-tech.
And all right, here we go. So start with the volume, guys. The volume's actually on their end, so we're just gonna have to suffer through it here in this first match. And then the combo with Snaky Leg, rather than going for well, High Tech doesn't really have those hard knockdowns that he was liking with we saw with full auto, and even a shotgun where you can go for the restand. But changed up a little bit and doing so well early as Yungmonster to deal with the very, very high mobility that Dragon Naginata presents, and doing it with a character with the complete opposite, with her T-Rex arms, very short limbs. It's in paper really hard for Jackie Briggs to deal with very high mobility characters trying to have to get to them, or she has to rely on zoning them out with, say, a full auto or something like that. So playing it so patient, picking his times to go in. Ooh, tried to catch Revetleafing, catching a button there and getting the air-to-air, which is very rare against Tanya, who usually owns the sky, and Yungmonster taking round 1. And probably thought he was going to cancel out, maybe go for a neutral jump punch there from Yungmonster, and a huge whiff punish with the back forward 2 there. And actually got to watch these guys warm up just a little bit when we were testing share play, and Yungmonster had a lot. He really, I saw him do a lot of whiff punishing against Revetleafing in almost every variation that I saw Revetleafing warm up with. It was pretty scary. So definitely look out for that. And a good turnaround, gets him in the corner. Keeps it nice and safe. And you see Yungmonster use that walk back so well, but unfortunately walked himself into the corner there and he couldn't go back any farther and had to eat that jump in. And here we go. One more mix away. Oh, he goes for the throw, so now he just needs one more little chance to close this out. And there we go. That'll close it out. And Yungmonster very good at seeing big normals whiff from about half screen or full screen and then running in and applying pressure. There we go. We're already starting off good with rounds at 1 apiece. And oh, didn't look like he confirmed that. Could have, I believe, got a full combo off that. And look at the run-in from Yungmonster and trying to stanky leg him out the air. It just doesn't work there, but I love the attempt. It's definitely trying to send a message, not to go for those air setups. And in a matchup that they have to grind like every single day. And very good check with the stand 4 there. I believe 1-2-1-2 is +2, and there's an 8-frame mid coming afterwards with stand 4. And here we go, big punish. And instead of going for the full combo, which may not have done a lot of damage, obviously go for the 50-50 to try to close this game out. But getting out is Revetleafing, and he's trying to bring this back. Yungmonster really only needs one more hit to close this out. But he finds himself in the corner and gets no big damage off that air-to-air. That was such a big opening for Revetleafing, who could have possibly closed this out. I know Dragon Knight doesn't have the biggest corner damage, but so close, and he just needs both of them. One more hit! And what a disrespect on the 1-2-1-2 from Revetleafing as he just down 2s them out of the stand 4.
Savage down 2 and out of that stagger. I mean, just mash it, man. What you got to lose?
Yeah, if you're off by just a couple frames on that stand 4 in the block stun, that can happen.
Yeah, because it's only +2, right? That stagger, so...
Yeah, it's +2 with an 8-frame follow-up.
Right.
And pardon the names real quick, guys. I gotta do a lot of switching around. I'll try to calm down. Here we go. And as I look up, Revetleafing trying to run away with this entire thing gets a... Oh, sorry. I don't have to change the sides when they're screen playing. Sorry about that, guys. Let me revert these changes. I'm so used to doing it in an online King of the Hill.
I'm sorry I'm not there to help you, man. We tried.
Oh, man.
We tried to set this up, guys, before the stream just to see what we could do. Hoping to get both of us in there to share play, but you can only share play with one person, so...
Yeah, and I look up, and I didn't have to change the sides of the actual scoreboard. But Revet, like we saw in the very first game, Yungmonster going up around, and Revet just running it all the way back, and we're seeing that once more, but if he gets... Yes, here we go, Yungmonster. Now one more mix from going up, or tying it up at 1-1. And oh my gosh, this could be enough. Barely gets it. That almost did not convert. And Revetleafing saving that huge comeback from Yungmonster and tying it up 1 round apiece. And Revet's still up 1-0. Man.
Yungmonster, he's one of the only players to get so much mileage out of those throw resets. It's so cool to watch because you don't see that very often. You know, you're burning a bar for something that's not really guaranteed if you go for that mix afterward.
And he just whiff punished Tanya's dive kick with a stanky leg. Oh my gosh, he just stanky leg the interactable. His use of that normal is outstanding. And he breaks to keep him in the corner. And what? Just the raw read on a back forward 2. And he's going to get so much off of this. Gets the load, but the corner reverse. And he does some decent damage here. 33% from Dragon Naginata. And one more mix. All he needs is chip out at this point. He has to watch the wake up, and he baits it out and kicks off the top half of Jackie's body. Revetleafing going up 2-0. These matches have been so close. That hard knockdown ender, but there's so much more damage off of those mixes, especially in the corner with full auto rather than high tech. High tech really has to have all the setups with the charges on her fists in order to get really big damage and apply better pressure. So there's a lot to set up, but he played so well, even though he had much less options than the full auto or a shotgun possesses. And
yeah,
that,
man, I mean,
and that air rocket is going to provide so much help against Dragon Naginata.
You can't count Yungmonster out. He was in the same position, down 2-0 against the man himself, SonicFox, the man in first place, and he wound up pulling that reverse 3-0. So can't count him out just yet.
And Revet's done such a great job of dealing with these wake-ups by Jackie, just hopping on the pole, as it were, and not dealing with them, because almost every single Jackie wake up is just a forward advancing special, whether it be the one that reverses sides, that's really fast but the most punishable, whether it be the I don't know if the EX actually causes a hard knockdown with the back forward 4, and then the back forward 2, back forward 3, sorry, back forward 2, back forward 3. You guys know what I mean. She has 3 of them.
Yeah, and you can see Rivet, you know, he does the pole stance when he reads that wake up, and like you said, forward advancing, they all go right under. Good stuff, though. I mean, good matchup knowledge, good character knowledge.
1, 2, and 4. I got it. Yeah. Back forward 1, 2, and 4 are the 3 Jackie wake ups. Or you be an absolute savage, and I want to see. Oh, here we go. The damage
Wake
come
up
early.
with up rockets.
Yeah, wake up rocket to bait out that pole. And if Yungmonster does that, I might cry a little bit. Which is actually not terrible of a meterless wake up. It comes out, I believe, in 11 frames, and it'll catch you off guard. Just a lot of those quick meterless wake ups that are really good now because, well, they've actually always been good when your opponent tries to read delayed wake up. If you keep trying to mix up delayed wake up with a quick rise special like that, you can really catch people off guard. And Young just holding these jump-ins, and all of a sudden, match point for Revetleafing. And Jackie, some of the best anti-airing normals, especially that stand 1. Oh my gosh.
I don't know, man. Talk to the Jackie community, because that's been one thing I've seen Jackie's talk about is stanky leg is pretty good for anti-airing, but you know, it's one of those normals that's pretty tough. Unless you're somebody like Yungmonster who has that thing down. I mean, he uses that mid-pressure.
Oh yeah, he uses it. That's his whiff punisher. Right? I mean,
right.
It does everything for him.
Yeah.
And he is in control of what could be the final. This final one doesn't get the conversion into the side switch, but he has to watch out. Tanya has 3 bars. And very good patience by Yungmonster, and he's about to close this out and send this to a game 4. And that's, oh, very good block breaker. That would have chipped out. And the air day is going to do it. Yungmonster is going to take his first game to where if she gets in the air, teleports backward and does a projectile. And we see that very effective with a bunch of anti-zoning tools like that Pyro just shuts down. And what a read to get in from Revet. And he's going to get a little more damage with Pyro and the staggers in the pressure. We'll see how Young can deal with him. And he already dodges 1 EX Shroud. And Revet now with no meter and that teleport away, just getting out of that up rocket that before would net you, I think, like 30. Well, that was pre-patch. Probably netting you high 20s now off just a raw up rocket. And I love I love when zoners and very patient players at full screen just run up and throw, because that just puts the fear into your opponent of having to respect the zoning, but also having to respect a couple more options, because then you mix it up with run and throw, run up advancing string, trying to catch and pressing a button. There's so many things you can do when you're at full screen and in full control to play that space game. And wow, just a shroud to whiff punish there. And very good stuff. Revetleafing in full control now. Got the knockdown, read the wake up, and got the EX fireball punish, which is huge damage. And oh my gosh, we just saw so many whiffs back to back. Wow, I can't even describe how many things just whiffed, and for unholy reasons. And try to catch him pressing a button, gets him with the throw, has to watch out for the wake up. Just teleports away, just like that. That all gotten out of each wake up. And the up rocket does pay off, catches the back end of the teleport. Yungmonster one mix up away and catches him with, he caught him at the startup of the EX projectile. Very good stuff, because that EX projectile possibly could have killed. And now all of a sudden Yungmonster, all these up rockets are working, and he puts down the EX rocket, runs up, doesn't do anything. That was really scary. Gets the meter burn grab, gets the 50-50, and keeps it unbreakable is Yungmonster, and he just needs one more hit, and that's gonna do it. We're going to game 5 early.
Yeah, man.
Off at all early on, and then all of a sudden every single one of them was working at the end. So very, very good stuff.
And that's one thing, man. You know, with Pyro, Revet's trying to stay out, keep away, but, you know, the problem is full auto has such good, you know, even meterless corner damage. Revet's got to, you know, once he gets himself in the corner, he's got to find a good way out, and doesn't, he can't make it too noticeable or have a pattern of himself getting out, or else he's going to get caught and get punished.
Yeah, and as we're talking, Yungmonster just running away at this point. Got into the corner and is doing such smart things. He actually put down the EX rocket, put out a normal. That wasn't a mix, that had very quick recovery, and then threw out another stand one as Revetleafing actually tried to jump out of the corner, out of that EX rocket, seeing the normal whiff, and still anti-aired in a full combo. And Yungmonster is playing so well right now, and he's got full meter on what could be match point, what is match point for him, but what could be the final round that we're going to see in this match. And catches him with a forward one, and he's going to get some corner carry here. And Revet almost. That was such a scary situation, because Yungmonster sitting on 3 bars could have just risked going in raw, but I guess didn't want to eat that shroud, but eats the shroud anyway. Gets the throw back into the corner. And oh, gets caught not blocking. That's so much damage that adds up. And he's got 3 bars. Are we going to see an X-ray? And a great air-to-air jump back from Revetleafing. That was such a frightening little exchange there, because at any moment, you see someone with X-ray, at any moment that X-ray can come, and if you let go of your right trigger for just 1 millisecond, you lose. And here we go. Revetleafing trying to turn things around completely. And Yungmonster actually did not punish. And that's so scary, because that stand one, the recovery on that drill will low profile it, but he actually got the punish the first time around and didn't get the punish the second time around. And we are completely even, but Yungmonster still sitting on an X-ray. And he goes for it, doesn't get it, but he still gets the forward one afterwards, and this might close it out. And that's going to do it. Yungmonster is going to reverse 3-0 his brother to advance further into top 8.
Yungmonster, the young savage, man. Sure enough, yep, I just saw it. I just saw the finish.
And wow. Very scary. Very scary. Did the X-ray and just did 4-1-2 after.